Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard, and I want to talk to you today about ghee. Not just any ghee, but it has to be grass-fed, pasture-raised ghee. Ghee has lots and lots of benefits. One of the benefits of ghee is this high content of conjugated linoleic acid, or CLA. Now, grass-fed dairy has 500 times more CLA in it than regular grain-fed dairy products. So how important is it that your meat and your dairy products, and particularly your ghee, which is concentrated dairy fat basically, is grass-fed? Critically important. Well, what is CLA? CLA has been studied, maybe most abundantly studied, around its ability to help the body burn fat. Burn fat, yes, to lose weight, but burn fat for calm fuel, stable fuel, non-emergency fuel, sleep through the night fuel. That's what fat does. Fat has lots of good things it does for the body besides just making us skinny. It's very, very important. CLA does that. CLA also supports liver function, cardiovascular function, immunity, bone health, glucose metabolism, antioxidant activity. This stuff is amazing. When you're talking about 500 times more CLA in grass-fed dairy products, then you're talking about a powerful difference, and it's very important. We had a supplier of ghee for many, many years, and it was bought out by a big, big conglomerate, and they were grass-fed, and now they can't guarantee that they're grass-fed, and we sourced a brand new ghee from a company called Ancient Organics, which is phenomenal, grass-fed, super happy, pleasant cows that roam freely in the pasture. They make the ghee in the traditional Ayurvedic way of open flame, small batches, really done in a real old-fashioned, kind of handmade way. It's powerful, powerful ghee. Well, why else is ghee good for you? Well, some people are afraid of ghee because there's a saturated fat. In the article associated with this video, I list a lot of the science, and I've written much about the debunking the science of the fact that saturated fats are bad for us. Fact is that was sort of flawed science. Unfortunately, in 60 years of that, we've been told fats are bad. Saturated fats are actually not bad for us at all. Your body makes about 80% more cholesterol than you could ever ingest. So we need cholesterol, desperately. It's the toxins and the pesticides and the preservatives and the processed foods that oxidize the good cholesterols and the bad cholesterols that causes the problems. It's not the saturated fat themselves. Saturated fat, the ghee in particular, has loads of vitamins, all your fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. It has omega-3 fatty acids, omega-9, also very, very good and heart healthy. Has lots of minerals, and about at least 9 antioxidant compounds that we know of. It's powerful, powerful stuff. More importantly, what I love about ghee is made or named after, or let's say butter is named after a fatty acid called butyric acid. Well, ghee is simply concentrated butyric acid. It's the highest source of butyric acid on the planet. And our intestinal tract has a microbe in it called Clostridium butyricum that makes butyric acid, makes ghee basically for a living. And that ghee in your intestinal tract supports the health of the intestinal microbiome. It supports the major fuel for the immunity and health of the colon cells in your intestinal tract. It supports the ability to propagate good microbes and helps prevent against toxic bad microbes to proliferate. It supports glucose metabolism, it actually balances hunger levels, and that is the tiny, tiny, tiny short list. Clostridium butyricum, which is basically a microbe that makes ghee in your intestinal tract, supports so many health benefits of our intestinal tract. It's just too long to list, and I list many of them in the article associated with this video about ghee. So it's just amazing to me that ancient Ayurvedic doctors knew that by ingesting ghee, it would actually support the health of the intestinal tract, maybe even the not understanding that there were microbes there, but they knew that something about ghee was extraordinarily special for the health of the intestinal tract. And now we have loads of science to back that up. Pretty amazing how this ancient wisdom is now being proved by modern science. I love it. In addition to that, ghee is used as a powerful detoxifier. It is what's called lipophilic, and there's science behind this now that shows when you ingest ghee, it actually has a pulling effect, much like we think of oil pulling in the mouth. We don't have science to prove that particular technique, but we do have science to prove that when you ingest ghee, it pulls heavy metals, environmental toxins off your intestinal tract and detoxifies them for you. And that science is also, that article, that whole study is actually linked in the article associated with this video. So how amazing is this incredible substance that we call ghee? And most importantly, when you buy ghee, cook with ghee, the other thing I didn't tell you is that ghee has a super high flash point, which means it doesn't burn, which means when you cook it at very high heat, it won't oxidize and cause toxic, damaging, cancer-causing molecules from the food you eat. So it's really one of the world's very, very best cooking oils. And for those of folks who have dairy issues, lactose issues, casein issues, there isn't any of that in ghee. All that's been boiled off. You're looking at just the pure medium, short, and long-chain fatty acids, mostly butyric acid in the ghee, with lots of vitamins and lots of good essential fatty acids. Read this compelling article about ghee and learn more about why it's so important to have ghee as part of your diet, but also more importantly, make darn sure it's grass-fed and pasture-raised. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard.
This recording is brought to you by LifeSpa, where ancient Ayurvedic wisdom meets modern science. Get access to free health video newsletters by Dr. John at lifespa.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.